What's going on, Kingrell TV? Back with another reaction, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Today we gonna be reacting to none other than Alpo Martinez and I guess his story of what he did. I mean, I know a little bit of something. I watch Paid in Full a lot. That's actually one of my probably top 3 movies. I like Paid in Full a lot, and I also named my dog Alpo after him. So without further ado, let me turn it up a little bit. And then what's crazy is, hold on, I'm trying to stop it on that picture. This is fucking crazy. I heard these niggas was super young on this picture, like 22 or some shit like that.
Listen, let me tell you something.
That's crazy as hell.
I used to see this little rich put all the time because he used to like my cars and stuff like that. My trees always come around the dapper dan and look at my money and cars and stuff. But I'm looking at this little, he's just a kid, right? And then one day, one of the kids from Dapper Dan comes up and he said, Richard is dead. And I thought he died from fucking like got sick or something. I didn't know. He's such a kid. I didn't know he's no fucking drug dealer. He's no Kingpin.
Yeah, he was like 20, like, I heard he was young as hell. Don't quote me though, I just heard he was young.
He used to be around me all the time. He used to never say a word. He used to look at me. Everything. It's everything.
Things that we could say we done crazy things back in our days, but
Yeah, I heard he was crazy.
He died? I don't know if he
On
died.
another level of crazy.
I don't know. He was just laying there. Nah, he came from down there. The car just came.
About 3:20 a.m., police were called to Frederick Douglass Boulevard near West 147th Street. A dark red pickup truck crashed into parked cars.
That's a nice ass truck.
Shot 5 times in the chest through the car window and killed.
And then I remember when he got killed, like a lot of people was react to it at like work. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bro, who the fuck is Alpo? Like, who the fuck would have a name Alpo? Whole time there was a like middle name or some shit. Or a fake name. Bro, I just didn't understand it, bro. Like, I didn't understand, like, I knew the Paid in Full, like, I knew the story from the movie. So, and then a lot of people when I talk about it, it's like they say, well, the movie, it was inaccurate. They had a lot of inaccurate parts. But when I hear like AZ or somebody talk about it, it's like everything they talk about, it's like, well, of course, because I heard AZ the one who fucking wrote the movie or something. I don't know. Don't quote me.
A mysterious Abraham Rodriguez moved into a modest Lewiston, Maine apartment sometime in 2015. The 49-year-old Puerto Rican just rocked up, set up a life, and befriended the locals. Abraham worked at Walmart for a while.
Bro,
Eventually made enough to start his own construction company.
Bro, what? He worked at Walmart when he got out of jail?
He built an image as the construction worker, avid bike rider, and truck enthusiast.
Nice ass
Mr.
bike.
Rodriguez had a thirst for life.
Damn.
Like most men his age. Almost like he spent the last 25 years in a jail cell. He had more money for someone of his occupation too. The luxury cars and the Harley Davidsons rose a lot of eyebrows, but no one asked any questions.
And if they raising eyebrows, you need to mind your own damn business.
Surprisingly, his first time at the local bank, he seemed clueless about anything bank related. The teller asked him, "Have you never had a bank account?" To which Abraham responded, "No, I never needed one." He enjoyed skydiving.
We're jumping out of an airplane today?
I want to go skydiving.
It's on my bucket list. Hey, you ready to check it off? Yes, I am. We're going 13,000 feet and going real fast back towards the earth. Let's go skydiving, baby.
Popping willies and hooping with teenagers in the park. He
Hell
seemed like
no.
a and a happy-go-lucky out-of-towner. On the weekends, he'd disappear on trips to New York and come back with a truck full of girls and blast music out of his apartment. Mr. Rodriguez loved his trips down to the city more than anything.
Making money.
And they gradually became more frequent. Sometime in 2021, he made the 6-hour drive from Lewiston to his native part of Harlem for a Halloween soiree.
That's
It
crazy.
would be his last. In the revels of that Halloween night, Mr. Rodriguez left the party's venue and climbed back in his red Dodge Ram. A strange man walked up to the side of the truck and without hesitation fired 5 shots into Abraham. Mortally wounded, Abraham drove a short distance away while throwing a few heroin packs out the window.
Ha!
His body.
So he is throwing the heroin out the window. Bro, I thought that shit was cap, bro.
Crashed and expired. It was a big news story the next day. Shootings aren't anything rare in Harlem. It made the news because Abraham wasn't really Abraham like he said he was. He was Alberto.
Alberto.
Alpo. And boy, did Harlem remember Alpo. They remembered the Puerto Rican kid who would stand on the corner and sling heroin.
See, look, he look young as fuck in the jail.
They remembered the 15-year-old who ran a crew of grown men, the long lines of crack fiends stretching blocks to buy Alpo's product. They remembered the matching jewelry and cars, the Dapper Dan garments they'd never seen before. The
Young
drug
as hell.
An attention junkie. And they remembered the man who murdered his friend. Alberto Martinez was born in Harlem in the 60s. Harlem of old was a gutter of New York and a far cry from modern Harlem.
That shit busted up.
Many ways off the block, so a good majority of Harlem's able-bodied men took up profession in hustling. The art of making money appeared out of thin air. By the 80s, Harlem was experiencing a change.
Hold up. So if it's a lot of, bro, if it's a lot of crack, bro, where they getting the money from? If they not working.
Doing decade-long bids, and their former errand boys taking over. Alpo came up in this new crop of kingpins, right around the time crack hit the block. Crack was an instant sensation in Harlem, along with AZ and Rich. Alpo and company became the original bad boys and local celebrities in Harlem. High off the success of his crack empire,
That's the movie.
Alpo popped wheelies on Harlem streets, hang with rappers, and had all the girls sprung. A happy-go-lucky team. Alpo never struck anyone as the killing type. To those who knew him in his younger years, Alpo's character could be described as ambitious, harmless, likable, and charismatic.
Cam played that role too damn
All the
good.
knives would take would leave young Alpo once turf wars broke out and bodies started to drop. Alpo understood that to maintain power and respect, things would have to get ugly. He was only aggressive when he needed to be, and rarely got his hands dirty. He didn't drink or smoke either. Alpo was all about the money. He wanted it more than anyone.
Dirty
By
D.
87, the super team that was Alpo, AZ, and Rich had crumbled. In their prime, Rich and Alpo were best friends. But by 87,
Hard
they
ass
lost
coats
touch,
and shit.
and they gone their separate ways in business.
Hold on, what did you just say?
But by AZ and Rich had crumbled. In their prime, 80 about the money. He wanted it more than anyone. By 87, the super team that was Alpo, AZ, and Rich had crumbled. In their prime, Rich and Alpo were best friends. But by 87, they weren't as tight, and they gone their separate ways in business. On January 3rd, 1990, Alpo and a friend would pick up Richard for his last ride. A few weeks earlier, Rich had cheated Alpo on the price of some bricks, or so Alpo claimed.
Right.
Rich didn't have to lie about it, so Alpo lost trust in him after that.
That didn't happen. But I know the thing is, did I kill?
Bro, me personally, bro, now this is what I heard. I heard, like, that Rich brother had got kidnapped. And so they fronted, what's his name? Rich. They fronted him, told him break something off with Alpo or something. And then he just kept it all, and then was gonna give it back to him. And they said Alpo took it the wrong way. It's something like that. I haven't heard about it in a while. Let me shut the.
Did I kill Rich? And yes, I killed Rich. Why did I kill him? It wasn't personal. It was business. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this, because Rich, like I told you, like the story I told with the connect and all that. Rich, he was lying to me about something that there was no reason to lie to me about, and in my mind,
it just told me that if this little bit of money can come between what I thought was a wonderful relationship and a friendship, then no telling what you might send me down the line for.
Yeah.
And I gave him the opportunity to tell me the truth, not once but twice. So when I already came up with the plan with my little man, and like, yo, if he lied to me, we just gonna do what we need to do. Then that's what happened.
I feel like he could have just stopped fucking with him, though. I don't think.
No, and kind of walking him to it.
He could have just stopped fucking with him, though.
Where I was meeting Rich that night, and I pulled up right here. He got into the van. He got into the van right here. And once he got into the van, I knew I had to lock. I locked the doors. And as I was pulling off, I was asking him, because it didn't take long after I pulled off. I was asking him like, "Yo, Rich, where did you get that coat from, man? That shit was good." Because I wanted to make him comfortable. That shit was good.
That
as a
shit
motherfucker.
crazy.
He's like, "I got it from my connect." I said, "Oh yeah." So from there, I knew he was lying. I turned to my little man. I gave him the nod. Once I gave him the nod, my little man spent, because he was short, so he could stand up in the van. Next thing you heard was 2 gunshots. Bang, bang. Richard
That's
slumped
fucked
over.
up.
And it happened.
I'm getting chills in my body listening to him say that.
It happened right
Like
here.
I knew them niggas.
At this light, it happened. I'm saying, in my mind, I'm saying to my little man, yo, he's dead. He's done it. He just got hit with a 357. Twice.
How
Damn.
did you feel? Was you mad? Was you angry? Like, what was going on?
That's
in your
crazy
head?
as fuck.
I was very mad. I just killed a nigga that I loved. A nigga that I was getting money with. A nigga that I called my brother. So I pulled over like right here, just threw the van up on as close as I can to the rail. Once I pulled over, my little man, Gary's probably like 5'3", 1 something, so
5'3", 1
I'm
something.
trying to stay behind the steering wheel. I'm trying to stay in the driver's seat just in case we gotta pull off, and have him go dump the body. But when he went to go try to get Rich out the car, he couldn't.
Too little.
He couldn't pick him up. He couldn't pick him up. Rich was bigger than him, so he couldn't move him to put him in the woods and all that. So now I had to get out the van to go help him. And when I went to go help him, Richard made a sound. So that shit startled me. Like, oh shit, he's still alive.
That's fucked
So I
up.
grabbed the gun. I grabbed the gun from my little man and put one in his head. And then I had to pick him up. And dump him in the woods and leave his body. I was able to, get him where he needed to be. And then we jumped back in the van, and I made sure I didn't skid off or anything like that to leave any kind of tracks. And we left.
That shit
The
crazy.
job was sloppy, and NYPD found the body the very next day. Alpo played it off like he was shocked and scared about the whole situation. Soon after, Alpo packed up and moved his operation to D.C. Alpo explored and learned D.C. first, learning the market and networking. Alpo took over after Rayful Edmond went down, D.C.'s head honcho at the time.
Damn, all them
Alpo
niggas
had met
making
him
money.
already and had his blessing. Murder was the name of the game in D.C., so Alpo and his cronies turned more violent. He understood that out there, killers respected killers. So he recruited Wayne Silk Perry as his enforcer, a man who claimed to have killed 100+ people in the 80s. A problem with Alpo was a problem with Wayne. Make sure to check out our Wayne Perry video for more on him. Dementia, another famous New York Kingpin, established himself in the DC drug market after New York.
All these niggas making money off this shit. That shit is insane.
Dementia either disrespected or was messing with Alpo's wife, something Alpo couldn't stomach. In a ploy to squash the beef and prevent any bloodshed, Alpo invited Dementia to a public basketball game for a face-to-face.
Dementia was a situation where he really disrespected himself and he disrespected other people
In the
And that's why that
process.
happened to him. Yeah, he thought he was tougher than what he really was. But I ain't play with the Brooklyn.
They play with them?
Nah. They were cool. I had some cool ones that came up out of Brooklyn, but I just always remembered as a kid how Brooklyn used to like to rob you and all that.
Right.
How they was always known for robbing you. So that kind of like stuck with me in my time. But I met some cool getting money dudes out of Brooklyn without a doubt.
Okay. Who hit him?
My man that was down with
Wayne Perry?
Not Wayne, but the kid that was with Wayne. Wayne. Too many people knew him as far as right there, so we got one of his little soldiers to hit him. But I was shaking his hand. I told him, I said, when you see me shaking his hand,
That's
I nod my
crazy.
head. You hit him right.
You never feared that one of the bullets would slip off and maybe hit you?
No, I didn't care about that. I was shaking his hand.
What you say?
Bullets would slip off and maybe hit you?
Right, you hit him. But I was shaking his hand. I told him, I said, when you see me shaking his hand, I nod my head. You hit him right.
You never feared that one of the bullets would slip off and maybe hit you?
No, I didn't care about that. I was shaking his hand.
So the nigga shook his hand, gave him a nod. While he shaking his hand, the nigga gets shot. He holding his hand. Bro, this nigga crazy.
Because they walked right up on him. I mean, it wasn't no like from a distance. As I was shaking his hand,
Oh.
they walked right on him and put the gun right to his forehead and blasted him.
Was it in the daytime?
Yeah, daytime. Broad daylight. After a basketball game. I just got finished playing basketball in a basketball tournament.
So now did that put the police right on you?
Well, they were ready on me, so that just like let them know. Because later on, when they finally arrested me, they was like, "Man, you was killing off everybody." So that just gave them. They was already looking for me, so that was just something else that they put in their book, like another one.
On November 7, 91, Alpo went down, and Wayne shortly after.
Damn.
Alpo was facing death or life for 14 murders and drug dealing. But the feds wanted Wayne just as bad as Alpo. As the traitor he was, it came down to business in the end. It was never personal. Alpo could remember all the murders in detail, became the key witness against Wayne.
He didn't just kill him. What he did was first he stabbed him several times. Because sometimes we couldn't get into the spot. Sometimes we didn't want to carry pistols all the time. We couldn't get into the spots all the time. So we bought some nice switchblades. Right. Some nice sharp.
These niggas had it going
Get
on.
him out of there. Right. So he had one of those knives with him. So he stabbed her several times first in the back seat. All in the face, the head, the body. He stabbed her several times first. Then he shot her like 4 or 5 times.
Damn.
Because this was testified against him, but he beat the case. Okay. So he beat the case. Yeah, so her brains and everything was splattered all in the back seat.
Wayne stayed
That's
solid and
fucked up.
never snitched on anyone. In the end, Wayne got 5 life sentences, and Alpo 35 years. Both at ADX Florence, home of America's least desirables. The party that was Alpo's first 25 years of life in the free world was over. His story
25 when he got locked up.
A young hustler.
I'm 24.
Kingpin, murdered his friend, cheated, and publicly executed a defenseless man, and ratted on a trusted partner. He left a legacy no one could respect, not even hardened thugs. While Alpo did his 35-year bid, the world changed, and he became hood famous through bootleg paid-in-full DVDs, and then forgotten altogether as the years went by. Alpo got out in 2015 after doing 25 years, settled in Lewiston under the Witness Protection Program, and kept himself busy until he got that itch to visit his old stomping grounds again.
Yeah, just stayed his ass
Something deep in
away.
his psyche needed attention in Harlem. The government claims witness protection has a 100% success rate if you don't break the rules, but Alpo was never meant for a square type of life. When the mysterious sighting started in Harlem, Alpo was like a mythical creature. No one could believe it was actually him.
And Alpo, I just recently seen him came by a show at the Apollo. And make sure at the Apollo keeps sweating everybody. Came to
He was there turned.
it's a ghost. It's like seeing a ghost, but seeing your friend from way back.
Wonder how he feels about himself.
Right.
The news outlets jumped on Alpo's story real fast when his corpse was identified. The name had faded from memory, but a good few still remember his glory days. Regardless, Alpo's name had an unwashable stain on it. Rat, traitor, double dealer, any word along those lines. The internet flooded with conspiracy theories of who did it, but why seemed obvious to many. Comeuppance for a life of dirty deeds, and the the consensus, no one felt bad for Buddy.
Boy, they showed didn't they was dragging his ass.
And no one saw who did it either. The chase was on for the NYPD and the Instagram detectives. On his last day, Alpo was on the phone discussing a movie deal with his old partner AZ, a chance to make some much needed bread. He was killed the morning of the movie deal being signed. In February 2022, Shaquem Parker was arrested for the
got a
murder
bug in
of
his nose and
Rikers
shit.
Island cell on a gun charge. Sometime the summer before, Alpo brushed past Parker recklessly in a way that implied disrespect, and by whatever twisted code Shaquem lived by, that meant Alpo had to die. Whether he knew Alpo before or how he tracked him down to that party has never been revealed.
That's crazy.
Shaquem hit Alpo 5 times that Halloween night. He avenged all the people Alpo hurt, and apparently made a lot of people's weekend too. Back in Lewiston, they couldn't believe it. His brutal demise and that Abraham was a mass murdering kingpin.
He heckled all kind of
Alpo
people.
could have lived out a quiet, honest life up in Maine. That was never how his...
Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.